boxes. So nice to be here, guys.
Wow, it's a lot of armor you have on. Tell us about it.
Well, first I wear a layer of chainmail, which is thousands of little rings, metal rings, linked together. On top of that, I wear all my plate armor, around 20 pieces in total. Wow, that is quite the outfit. And how much does it weigh? Yes, it is. It weighs about 70 pounds in all.
So all that armor must be pretty good in defense, but what else do you use in battles?
Well, it's all jolly well, chum. I use my sword and shield in battle, along with my trusty steed, Buttercup. This is be expensive. Who pays for it all? I wouldn't be able to afford all of this equipment if it weren't for my spiffy noble Caleb.
My, how professional.
So, tell us about your history, your family. Okay, I have a wife named Tabitha and 3 beautiful daughters named Gloria, Giselle, and Geraldina.
How precious. How old are they?
Gloria is 10, Giselle is 7, and Geraldina is 4. Wonderful. Now tell me, are you a lesser or minor noble? And do you come from a wealthy family? I would consider myself a minor noble, and I am from a very wealthy family.
Now, I understand you have to go through a lot of training to become a respected knight. Tell us about those stages and what training you have to do when you're a page and a squire.
All right, me. Now, as a page, I had to do a lot of things. For example, I served food and learned how to be a gentleman from the ladies. And I learned music and dancing. Radical. Now, what did you do as a squire? As a squire, I spent time with the knight that was my lord, and I trained to become a warrior.
Wow, what a job. How did you actually become a knight, and how did it happen?
If worthy, in my early 20s, I would become a knight by going to a dubbing ceremony. This is the event at which I go from being a squire to stepping into knighthood. After the lord or the priest taps me on the shoulder with the flat side of his sword, he presents me with my own armor, shield, and sword. Must be a really interesting experience. So, when you become a knight, what's your typical day like? I take part in tournaments for fun when I don't need to fight in battles. Otherwise, I'm just doing things around the manor.
What is your job like?
My job is to protect my manor and everyone who works in it. Wow, people must really depend on you. So, how does your religion factor into your everyday life? Battles are pretty brutal around here, so I always pray that God will be with me when I fight for my manor.
So I've heard a lot of things about the Code of Chivalry. What is it?
It is the code of conduct in which knights have to act. The qualities knights have to do are knights have to respect the church, being brave, acting courteous, and always respecting women. For example, in a battle, if your enemy falls off their horse, you should not let them die without their pride, so giving your opponent a second horse would be an act of chivalry. So, Sir Juice, who do you owe your service to? Well, I mostly owe my service to my lord, my manor, and whoever lives and works on it.
It seems like you have a very important job. Now, describe the tournament to me and how it helps you well train and earn money.
A tournament is basically like a miniature battle. It trains knights for warfare and enables them to practice their skills. Also, if you win a joust, you get to keep your opponent's armor and horse, which will leave you with enough money to support your family. Wait, will you explain what a joust is to us? Well, a joust is a fight on horseback with lanes, with the goal to knock your opponent off of his horse.
Sounds fun. Wish I could try. So do you have any vassals of your own?
Not at the moment, but I'm planning on having some in the future. Looks like we're out of time for today.
Great chatting with you, Sir Juice of Boxes. Stay tuned for footage of Sir Juice's latest joust.
Have a good one, mate.